Okay, they're still connecting apparently. Ms. Talamantes, I can't hear you. You need to mute yourself. Okay. Ms. Talamantes? Okay, hold on a second. Mr. Avila? Can you hear me, sir? Mr. Avila? Okay. Do you have a mute button, unmute button in your device? Ms. Talamantes, is that you? Okay. According to my screen, I have everybody unmuted. Mr. Avila?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I got you. And I'm waiting to see if I can get a hold of Ms. Talamantes. She's telling me she can't hear. All right, Ms. Talamantes, are you there? I see you, but I can't hear you. Do you have a mute button in your device, whatever device you're using?
I don't know, and mine when I logged in, it didn't say mute or unmute. It said I needed to join audio device or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's the standard thing.
Yeah, she might be having a hard time figuring that out.
Was according to my screen, everybody's unmuted.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I can hear you and you can hear me. But I can't. She's telling me that she can't hear. Okay. Ms. Talamantes, can you hear? Okay. Ms. Talamantes? Oh, I can't. I still can't hear. She can't, I mean, she's telling me she can't hear me.
Okay, yeah, it just showed me right now that the host.
Okay, I can hear you now, ma'am. Can you
Okay.
hear me now too?
Yeah, I can hear you guys now.
Okay, good. All right.
Thank you.
All right, let me put this on the record then, all right?
Yes, sir.
Put everybody on.
Okay.
Sometimes that happens. Okay. All right, the board is calling cause number 2020 DCM 1093 on a petition to establish parent-child relationship. Witnesses are Andrew Avila, who is appearing through the Zoom process, and Ms. Miriam. We have you down as Gomez, but you're signing in as Talamantes, ma'am?
Yes, Talamantes Gomez.
Okay, all right. There is a third person who was listed in the petition that was filed by the Attorney General. There was a who is listed, I believe he's listed as a presumed father in this case. My name is Antonio Rodriguez. I'm the Associate Judge for the Title 40 Court here in El Paso, Texas.
Yes.
We're proceeding under the Zoom process since we because of the pandemic that's going on, we cannot be in court at this time. The court have allowed us to do remote hearings, and that's why we're appearing through the Zoom process. With me also is the Assistant Attorney General, Ms. Lindsay Kaplan and Mr. Hargis. There are certain ground rules that I'd like to advise the parties on. We are appearing, like I said, through the Zoom process. And I would ask parties to conduct themselves according to the normal procedures. That is, if you were in court, I would ask that you all conduct yourself, keeping that in mind that you are in court. Do not talk over each other. You see that every night we do have some audio problems. Okay? So this time we have Mr. Avila and Ms. Talamantes on the line. We don't have Mr. Apodaca on the line. Ms. Kaplan, what is it that the state is, how does the state wish to proceed at this time?
Your Honor, the state wishes to prepare an order for genetic testing in this case.
Okay. And I'm assuming the purpose of that is to eliminate or exclude Mr. Apodaca as the father of the children?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. All right, Mr. Avila and Ms. Gomez. The Attorney General is going to schedule the DNA testing of all parties and the children in this case. Purpose of that is to, Mr. Christian Apodaca has been listed as a presumed father of the children, although it's, you all recognize that he's not the father of the children.
Correct.
In order for us to proceed any further under the law, we do need to go ahead and continue with this paternity testing to exclude Mr. Apodaca. Okay.
That's right.
So what's going to happen is they're going to go ahead and prepare a testing order where you and Mr. Avila will be tested. Hopefully, if they can contact Mr. Apodaca, he can be tested as well. And we'll set up a final hearing once the results of the DNA test are filed with the clerk's office. And right now we're looking at probably, well, I don't want to tell you when we'll have a final hearing, but it won't be in any time, probably sometime in September. Of course, once the results are in, you can contact the Attorney General's office to see maybe there can be an order that could be done before that time period. Okay, so we can get everything done at that point in time. So that's going to happen. That's the procedure that's going to take place now. At the final, if we have to have a final hearing, we'll probably, I don't know, we're still going to be appearing, or we'll have a final hearing there at the courthouse. It all depends on how quickly this whole pandemic situation can get cleared up.
Yes, sir. No, Your Honor, I have a
Yes, sir.
question.
We have any questions?
There's absolutely no doubt they're my kids. They look exactly.
Okay, I know, but legally we have to exclude Mr. Apodaca as the father of the children.
No, absolutely. I understand that part. I understand. But once the DNA results come back and they, it shows I'm the father, me and Miriam have agreed that we wanted to do joint custody. No one pays nobody child support. Are we going to be able to do that?
That's something that you all would need to discuss
After we get the
General's office. Whatever agreements are made, usually the court follows that agreement, but we'll see what we do after that point. Okay.
Or
Your Honor, may
First
we
things
have
first
a
is to,
date?
I'm sorry, what?
Your Honor, may we have a date to come back after testing?
Okay. We're probably looking at either a date of September 17th at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That time we'll be back in court. And like I said, once we get the results, and you can contact the AG's office to see what can be done. Date. Okay.
And then as far as getting the orders for the test, where do we go or how do we do that?
The Attorney General will prepare the order. I'll probably get the order sometime today or maybe tomorrow. They'll notify you, both of you, as to when where and when the testing can be done.
Okay, so they'll contact us.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, sir.
Assuming they have your contact information, either email address or a physical address where they can send it to you.
Okay.
Okay. And then, like I said, we'll schedule a final hearing, like I said, either through Zoom or there in the courthouse on that date.
Okay, thank you.
Y'all have any questions at all? Anything else?
No.
Okay. All right, Ms. Kaplan, you will go ahead and prepare that order for DNA testing. I'll sign it. You will be notified about how to arrange the DNA testing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, very well then. That will conclude our hearing for today. I do appreciate you all attendance today. Hopefully we can get this matter straightened out
Yes, sir.
17th, hopefully before that date.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right, so at this point, that concludes our hearing. You're all free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna mark that down as a P-test. And I do have Ms. Carmen Aguirre who signed in on the case with Mr. David Gonzalez.
Yes, sir.
But I don't have anybody signed in on the other case, Gary Jackson and Cynthia Delgado. We can take that matter up as soon as we finish with this case with Mr. Gonzalez and Ms. Aguirre. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Captain, are you ready to proceed on that one?
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to go forward on a default, please, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. All right, let me go ahead and call the case then. This is in case number 2007 AG 7226. This is a hearing on a motion to modify and to confirm child support arrearage. This matter is scheduled for a final hearing today, June 23rd at 8 o'clock. 8:15, actually, it's 8:45. Parties in this case are David Gonzalez and Carmen Aguirre. The record should reflect that Mr. Gonzalez was served back on February the 3rd of this year, currently at some facility of the Texas Department of Corrections. For the record, Mr. Gonzalez did file a response to the petition, and that response has been filed with the clerk's office. In response, Mr. Gonzalez is informing the court that he is currently incarcerated in some facility of the Texas Department of Corrections. He says that his anticipated release date is sometime in October of 2022. Other than that, that is the response that was filed by Mr. Gonzalez. And at this time, is the state ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Aguirre, would you please raise your right hand, ma'am, so I can swear you in?
Yes, sir.
Affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right, thank you, ma'am. All right.
You're
Ms.
welcome.
Kaplan, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state requests that the court take judicial notice of the default order enforcing a modifying support obligation that was signed by the court on May 13th of 2010.
All right, I will take judicial notice of the court order that was entered in 2010. That order has been filed with the clerk's office and it does appear to be in proper form. So we'll take judicial notice of that order. All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state further wishes to offer the financial activity report into evidence at this time, Your Honor.
All right. Go ahead and you can email it to the court. I believe you have my email address. Once I do receive it, I'll take, for the time being, I'll take judicial notice of the financial report. And once it's actually received by the court, then I'll admit that evidence into that document into evidence. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state calls Ms. Aguirre as a witness.
All right, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. She's been sworn in.
Ma'am, what is your name?
Carmen Aguirre.
And are you aware of Mr. Gonzalez's whereabouts?
Yes, I am.
And where is he?
He is incarcerated. I don't know which one, but I know he's incarcerated.
Do you know if he has any income despite being incarcerated?
No, I don't think so.
Has he ever paid you child support directly?
No.
Is the financial activity report uh, an accurate record of payments you have received?
The last time I looked at it, I mean, it seemed about right. He's been in there for so long that I can't remember the last time he paid.
Does he have access to health insurance for your child?
No.
Do you have access to health insurance for your
Yes.
child?
Yes,
What
she
kind-
has health insurance. She has CHIP.
Do you know if Mr. Gonzalez has any other children
Yes, he does.
under the age of 18?
Yes.
How many?
2.
Do you have any safety concerns with Mr. Gonzalez?
No.
So if your address or other information were disclosed, it would not cause you harm, injury, or harassment?
No.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right.
Ending that the child support and medical support obligations of Mr. Gonzalez be modified to 0 due to his incarceration that exceeds.
Received the updated financial report that was emailed to my court. So I will take judicial notice of the financial report. All right, based on the testimony presented here today, due to Mr. Gonzalez's current incarceration and provided for in the Texas Family Code, child support and medical support will be set at 0 for the time being, commencing on July 1. Confirm the child support arrears and medical support arrears as evidenced by the financial report, and confirm those arrearages as of the end of May of this year. Is there a recommended payment on the child support, medical support arrearages?
Yes, Your Honor. For the record, the state requests that the $25,530.64 in child support arrears as of May 31st, 2020 be repaid at $200 a month until paid. And the state further requests that the medical support arrears in the amount of $17,527.37 be repaid at $100 a month until paid, both obligations commencing July 1st of 2020.
All right. All right, the court having confirmed those arrearages as of May 31st, I will set payments on those judgments as recommended, $200 on the child support arrears and $100 on the medical support arrears. These payments to commence also on July the 1st of this year. Ms. Aguirre, once Mr. Gonzalez is released from custody, at that time we can go ahead and modify child support and set child support at that time once we have confirmation that he is no longer incarcerated. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So at this point, let me see if there's anything else. Is there anything else, Ms. Kaplan, that we need to address? Court order.
Nothing further from the state at this time, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Kaplan, if you will go ahead and prepare the order, send it to me through that DocuSign application. Once I receive it, I will sign the order. That order will be filed with the clerk's office and it could be sent to Mr. Gonzalez and Ms. Aguirre. Unless there's anything else, that concludes our hearing for today. Ms. Aguirre, thank you for your participation in this hearing today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're free to go, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we don't have anybody else on the other case. Let's see, that was a default order. That would be that would be test. That would be Gary Jackson and Cynthia Delgado. Um, All right, Ms. Kaplan, how do you wish
Yes,
to in that one?
yes, Your Honor. The, the state wishes to proceed on a double default as Mr. Jackson, is incarcerated at this time.
All right. All right, let me go ahead and call the case then. This is in case number 2018 DCM 3293. This is a hearing on a motion to modify and to confirm child support arrearages. The parties in this case are Gary Jackson and Cynthia Delgado. For the record, the court should reflect, the record should reflect that Mr. Gary Jackson was served back on February the 4th of this year at some facility of the Texas Department of Corrections. Um, there appears to be no response filed by Mr. Jackson in this matter. The custodial parent, Ms. Cynthia Delgado, was either served or signed a waiver of citation. That service, that return has been on file. It indicates that she was served on January 15th of this year, 2020. There is no response filed by Ms. Delgado, and she is not present today based on the announcement of counsel with regard to a double default. The court will entertain that double default at this time. All right, Ms. Kaplan, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state respectfully requests that the court take judicial notice of the prior order in this case, which is entitled Agreed Child Support Review Order, Suit Affecting the Parent-Child Relationship, AOP, that was signed by the court on May 16th of 2018 with obligations beginning June 1st of 2018.
Okay. All right, the court has reviewed the Odyssey record in this case, and I did find the 2018 order. It's entitled a child support review order that was signed at that time, entered at that time. For the record, that order indicated that only medical support of $28 was being ordered. No child support was set at that time, as there's a finding that the parties were living together, and therefore no child support was set. That order does appear in the court file. I will take judicial notice of that order. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state further wishes to offer the financial activity report into evidence at this time.
All right, if you will go ahead and email it to my email address, I'll take it under advisement for the time being, but I will take judicial notice of the financial report.
Thank you, Your Honor. And lastly, the state requests the court to take judicial notice of the offender information for Mr. Jackson, specifically his TDCJ number in this case, and the offender information for that, which the state wishes to admit via email as well.
All right. All right, once I receive that email concerning the Texas offender information, I'll take notice of that report. Go ahead, Ms. Kaplan.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state requests a modification of the medical support amount to $0 a month based on Mr. Jackson's incarceration, and that the medical support or the medical continue as previously ordered, that that the mother of the child continue to maintain government health insurance, that Ms. Delgado apply for and maintain that for the benefit of the child, the subject of this suit.
Right. Are there any arrearages in this case? I would anticipate there would be only on medical support.
Yes, Your Honor. For the record, there is a balance of medical support arrears as of May 31st, 2020, in the amount of $707.42.
Okay. We'll go ahead and confirm that judgment as of May 30. May 31st? May 30th,
Yes, Your Honor.
31st, whichever last day it was in May. Okay. Payment on that judgment, Ms. Kaplan?
$50 a month until paid, beginning July 1st of 2020, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, I will confirm that judgment on medical support arrears and set payment on those judgments as recommended, $50 a month, commencing on July 1. Anything else in this matter?
Nothing further from the state at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Ms. Kaplan, if you will go ahead and prepare the order, send it to me through the DocuSign application. I will sign it and have it filed with the clerk's office.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Kaplan. That will conclude our hearing for today on this case.
Okay.
And I think that does it for our docket for today.